Hello everyone, welcome to the biology tutorial. Today we are going to study about the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system, it is the part of the circulatory system and the immune system. Now let's compare about the circulatory and the lymphatic system. In the circulatory system, there is the movement, there is the flow of the blood, whereas in the lymphatic system, there is the flow of lymph. In circulatory system, there is the presence of blood vessel, blood capillaries, whereas in the lymphatic system, there is the presence of lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessels. And this circulatory system is present all over the body. That is, the movement takes place in every part of the body. Likewise in the lymphatic system also. There are some of the parts in which there is not the presence of lymphatic system, that is central nervous system, bone, teeth and the eye. The ultimate goal of the circulatory system is the transport of oxygen, nutrients to the cell so that the cell will grow and the nourishment may occur. And similarly, in case of the immune system, the final goal is the protection of the body from the foreign microbes, from the invading microbes. Now let's see how these two systems are related to each other from the following diagram. This is a picture of the heart, and from the heart the blood is pumped to the different parts of the body from the artery. This smaller part of the artery is called arterioles, and the smallest part is known as the capillaries. In the capillaries there is two ends, that is, one is arterial end, another one is the venous end. And from the arterial end there is the leakage of the fluids, that is permeability of the fluids. About 20 liters of the fluid they will be leaked. This fluid they will be collected in the interstitial space, and from there they will go into the cells nearby, and the cells which is present, they will uptake the glucose, oxygen, nutrients, and from there 70 liters of the tissue fluid will be returned back again into the venous end. But in the space, in the tissue space, the 3 ml of the fluid will be present. Now let's look here. 20 liters of the fluid is being loosed, and we will get return only 17 liters. Then there is not balance, imbalance may occur. So to maintain the balance between it, there is one system which is known as the lymphatic system. This green color shows the lymphatic capillaries. The lymphatic capillaries, they will uptake the fluid in it, that is, they will uptake the 3 liters of the fluid in it. When the fluid from the tissue space, from the interstitial space, moves to the lymphatic capillaries, now it is called as the lymph. Let's see the structure of the lymph capillaries. Lymph capillaries is made of the single layer of the endothelial cell. Here you can see the gaps. From the gaps, the tissue will enter into the capillaries. These gaps are bigger than that of the blood capillaries because it allows the movement of the protein, cell debris and microbes to enter into the capillaries, and when it enters into the capillaries they cannot move out because it is just like the door. When you push something, when the pressure is greater at outside, all the fluid from the outside will move to the inside and it will be closed, like the door is being closed. And from here the fluid will move upwards, but the fluid, they cannot move downward, they cannot fall downward. It is due to the presence of valve present here. As compared to the circulatory system, there is no pump. There is no pumping mechanism like that of the heart. But the question may arise, if there is no pumping mechanism, how the lymph from this position it will move to the venous. How the movement is possible? The question may arise here. That is, now let's look here. It is due to the tissue fluid pressure. When the pressure of the fluid is greater at outside the fluid, at first they will move inside from the pores, from the junction here. And similarly, there is contraction of muscles. Different types of the muscles are present here. The muscles will contract, they will relax. There is the rhythm of the muscles. So that due to the rhythm of the muscles, the fluid here, a kind of pressure is created here, and the fluid they can move upward. And next one is pulsation of arteries. Not only the lymph, sidewise arteries, veins, they are also moving. They are being pumped by the heart. There is pulsation is being occurred. You can just correlate with a scenario. Suppose a friend, they are moving here and there, and they are pushing each other. One friend will push to another, another friend will push to another, so that inside a pressure is created. Likewise, from the outside force, from the outside pressure, the lymph is being moved to upwards. Unit is lymph capillaries. From the lymph capillaries it moves to the lymph vessel. From the lymph vessel it moves to the lymph duct. It moves to a duct. There are two types of duct, that is right lymphatic duct and thoracic duct. We will discuss this later. And from the duct it will empty the lymph into the subclavian veins. And from the subclavian veins the lymph will be emptied. The lymphs will be poured into the heart, and from the heart again it will move to the circulation. The lymph flows in the lymphatic capillaries, and from the lymphatic capillaries it will move to the lymphatic vessel, and from the lymphatic vessel it will move upward to the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are just like the checkpoints where our belongings are being checked. The filtration of the lymph occur in the lymph nodes. What will happen if the foreign substances are present in the lymph nodes? In the lymph node, there is the presence of macrophage and lymphocyte. The macrophage they will phagocyte the foreign invaders, foreign microorganism, to kill it. And the lymphocytes, the T lymphocytes and B lymphocyte, which is the important part of the immune system, they will activate the immune system so that there is the production of the antibodies. So in order to clear the foreign materials and cell debris, the lymph nodes plays a vital role. Now talking about the lacteals. Lacteals are the lymph capillaries which drain the lymph from the small intestine. In the small intestine there is the presence of villi, and inside the villi there is the presence of the capillaries. When we take the food present, it is being absorbed from the small intestine, and from the small intestine it passes into the lymph capillaries, and it gives the lymph a milky appearance. So the lymph entering the thoracic duct from the small intestine, it is termed as the chyle. This is the quick review of the lymphatic system. What will happen if lymphatic system is not present in our body? If lymphatic system is not present in our body, the imbalance may occur. That is, 20 liters of the fluid is being lost and only 17 liters is being received. There is the imbalance. So to overcome the imbalance, to compensate the imbalance, the lymphatic system is present here. The fluid is taken up by the lymph. The fluid is taken up by the lymphatic system. The fluid is taken up by the lymphatic system. It is being filtered. It is being processed. It will move upwards. It will pass through the series of lymph nodes where the filtration may occur, and from here it will move to the subclavian veins and again into the heart, and from the heart again in the circulatory system, which is the Summary of the lymphatic system. If lymphatic system is not present here, a lot of tissue fluids will be accumulated here. The condition will be like that of the waterlogged and the swelling may occur.